Today marks the closure of Australia's oldest power station, Liddell Power Station, and with it the end of an era of reliance on coal-fired power in Australia. When the plans to close the plant were first announced in 2017, it set off a political firestorm and sparked fears of drastic price hikes, job losses, and an uncertain future for electricity in the country. Yet today, as the final unit was switched off, Australia has made a seismic shift, doubling renewable energy sources in the last 3 years, and committing to bring them up to 82% of energy generated by 2030. The departure of Liddell still leaves some concerns though, such as the impact on peak electricity prices, workers unable to transition or retire, and questions over the role the federal government has or should have in managing the transition of Australia away from coal. Experts such as Chris Briggs of the University of Technology Sydney warn that more organization is needed in this process. As the transition accelerates in the coming years, changes to the power grid can have a ripple effect with serious consequences. The Australian Council of Trade Unions has further called for the establishment of a national authority to manage the transition to renewable energy, so that regulated policies can provide job security and responsible management of the transition for workers and their communities. While of course the transition away from coal and to renewable energy is an important and laudable one for Australia, it is equally important that it be managed wisely, with attention to our energy needs and consideration for those most affected. The transition away from Liddell Power Station may be the first of many, and is an important example of Australia and the world taking important steps towards a brighter, greener, and more secure future. Elsewhere in the Australia letter, we look at the relationship between Australia and New Zealand, the life and legacy of Bruce Hay, diplomat and dissident against apartheid, beloved entertainer Barry Humphries, and the discovery of a Japanese ship that went down in WW2 with hundreds of Australian prisoners of war on board. It's an exciting time in the world, and Australia is leading the charge in a new era of the world, with a progressive plan for renewable energy that promises a safe and secure future for its people.